Welcome back everyone to another LEGO Star Wars review. Today I have the new PLO Koon's Microfighter with that new PLO Koon and the new mold for PLO Koon. Super excited for this, guys. I want to go ahead and build this and show you guys that new minifigure. This is kind of just minifigure wise. I mean, obviously there's a Microfighter, but the biggest part about this is that brand new PLO Koon. So really excited to get into this one, guys. Let's go ahead and unbox it. Alrighty guys, so this is the new Plo Koon's Jedi Starfighter Microfighter, and it is a 6 plus rated set 75400 with 89 pieces, and of course that brand new Plo Koon that you're going to get, and the astromech head. They show Plo Koon on the side of the box here, as you see, with that beautiful printing and new mold. We're going to get into that here, so let's get this opened up with the push tab, of course, here. And as you see here, there's a couple pieces outside the bag, and I got two bags here labeled 1 and 2. Probably only going to be, yeah, look, 60 pages. For a small set is actually kind of crazy too. I'm assuming there's a lot of one-piece pages where you're just putting one piece down. So, yep. And then on the back here, it will show those new sets as well. Right here, you're going to see that new set. We have a review of already the Night Trooper and Death Trooper Battle Pack, and then Darth Maul we will have coming as well shortly, so stay tuned for that one. But these are the new sets from the June 1st wave, so I'm trying to get all the reviews out, like I said, before August. But let's go ahead and build us a Microfighter. Alrighty guys, so as you see here, Plo Koon looks awesome, and this is him straight out of the set here, fully built, and I think that the headpiece is amazing. They did so much better than what they had done back in 2010 with Plo Koon. He features a full plastic head now. There is no rubber, and I think that's just what's best for quality assurance reasons. The rubber head was not that good. He has the Jedi robes on the chest piece there, no arm printing, which is fine, and then flows down into some Jedi robes on his leg printing as well, and I think that is perfect. On the back side, you'll see Jedi robes as well as the utility belt that goes around the whole figure. On the back, though, the head, again, just so much texture and detail to the back of Plo Koon's new head mold, and I think it's perfect. Part of me thinks that's probably why it cost a little bit more for this Microfighter, but let's go ahead and cover the Microfighter now, because the Microfighter is a little interesting. There's a few things here. Obviously, you're going to get your typical stud shooters on both left and right wing. The stud shooters are cool, and again, this Microfighter is probably just for kids to swoosh around and have fun with, and so it makes total sense why you'd have stud shooters there. They do shoot. I'm just going to shoot one here, though, because I don't want to go chasing around a bunch of studs. On the top there, you will see the astromech. Now, the astromech only features the head of the astromech. There is no bottom part of the astromech. It's not seated into the bottom of that Microfighter. It is just the head in this set. So keep that in mind. It's a disclaimer. I think a lot of people wanted the full thing. So if you're upset about that, maybe wait till it goes on sale. There is a lightsaber clip down at the bottom like regular Starfighters. However, since it is a Microfighter, the way they show it on the back of the instructions and the box here, it goes underneath there, but it kind of pokes out in the front. It looks kind of interesting. Obviously, if you're a kid, you're just thinking it's a turbo laser coming out of the Starfighter, but yeah, it looks kind of interesting like that, so just keep that in mind too. Obviously, again, it's just a Microfighter, so there's some constraints like that with it, with the build being so small. As for the astromech head, it is very hard to get off the astromech from the, at least from what I noticed from the Microfighter, and it's kind of annoying, but I think there should have been a round piece there for the astromech to kind of get off of the Microfighter a little bit better, and it would have been a little bit easier there, but overall, I still love the build. You can actually put Plo Koon right into the cockpit there, and it's just a 2-stud, so it's not going to make it hard for you to get him out of the Microfighter. It stays in there as well, too. So I think the Microfighter looks awesome. It's got great swooshability, of course, and you're going to have a good time building this. It's quick, 89 pieces, so it's not going to take forever to build either. Obviously, the elephant in the room is, you know, with the ARC 170 being on the shelves, we did probably want a play scale version instead of a Microfighter version. Probably would have been overpriced in the new Jedi Starfighter economy, but I think I would have much rather have a play scale version. And that's kind of where this alternate build comes in that I got from Will_crafting on Rebrickable. It is combining two sets. You're going to combine the Jedi Bob's Starfighter with the Creator Raceplane set to get that blue on there, and it looks gorgeous, guys. I mean, that alternate build just came out flawlessly, and I think if you are wanting to have the best Starfighter for Plo Koon, you're going to want the alternate build. It is a little bit pricier, though. If you're going to buy both sets, the Raceplane and the Jedi Bob Starfighter, be prepared to probably pay around $45 to $40, depending on if you can get them on sale. I think the Raceplane's $10 and Jedi Bob's on sale for $30, so around $40, which is still, in my opinion, a good deal considering Ahsoka's Jedi Starfighter goes for about the same price right now anyway. So, and it looks beautiful. You can put the astromech there on the wing with Plo Koon in the cockpit, and you got yourself a great build. However, we are not reviewing this alternate build. We have a YouTube short out for that. We are actually reviewing the Microfighter. So the Microfighter itself, I think, is a good purchase. If you guys want to wait for it to get on sale, I'll mention this later, but that's probably your best bet. Let's go ahead, though, and give the Microfighter a full score and review. Alrighty, guys, so that's gonna do it for Plo Koon's Starfighter, or Microfighter. I think that the set is honestly a must pick up. It is, pushing that price limit with $15. I do think part of that, and I'm giving Lego a break here, but I do think part of that is because of a new mold that is very, very detailed Plo Koon head. So I genuinely think that is part of the reason why, but yes, it is expensive, especially for what you're getting, 80 pieces in a Microfighter, so you can wait for it to go on sale. I'm sure it'll be, ends up being like something like a Captain Rex sale. I know the Captain Rex Microfighter sale was huge right now. It's like $6 on Walmart. So you could wait for maybe this to go to sale, maybe $9, $10, around that range. So, and if that's the case, you're getting a great deal, especially with the brand new Plo Koon. I think the minifigure is good enough to buy it day one, though, personally. That's why I got this one that quick. So it's up to you guys, though, of course. I genuinely love this new Plo Koon. I also do love Plo Koon in general as Star Wars, so I may be a little bit biased when it comes to that. I'm just a huge Plo Koon fan, so if you're not big on Plo Koon, then obviously wait for this to go on sale. We haven't got this, like I mentioned, since 2010 for a Plo Koon minifigure, so it has been a long time coming. So if you guys are wanting to get a Plo Koon updated immediately, maybe get them in a mock, just get the minifigure itself, this is it, So overall, I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10. I think that the minifigure Plo Koon is honestly gorgeous, beautiful. It's in a Microfighter, so it's affordable for everyone, at least once it goes on sale. Like I said, it is expensive for a Microfighter. So I do have one gripe, which is the droid. I do wish it had a bottom part. Like, that's just kind of, I don't know, cheap to me just to have the head. I'm not docking it, though, only because I have the old iteration of the droid. If you do not have the astromech or Plo Koon's astromech, then I do think you might be, a little bit more upset that it's just a head. Like, they could have put the body in there. It's a basic body. Even if it isn't going to have back printing like R2-D2, it is at least added. That would be nice. So, yeah, I don't know. For me, I already have the minifigure. I already have the astromech, so I'm not big issue with it. Actually, I think I have like 3 of them, so I'm just like, it's not that big a deal for me. But if you don't have it, yeah, that could be something to keep your eye out for, maybe going on sale, because it is kind of sucky that they didn't put the whole astromech in there. I think, I don't know what the excuse is there. Like, yeah, the Microfighter's small, so you can't get the whole astromech in it, but at least give it another figure if they're going to do that. Like, just the head kind of sucks, so like I said, up to you guys, though. For me, not a big issue. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. Again, I am a little bit biased because Plo Koon's my favorite Jedi, and he's just one of my favorite characters in Star Wars general. So, like I said, it's you take it or leave it. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I will be back with more reviews from the May 1st, June 1st lineup. I'm trying to get them out as quickly as possible because we have a lot of sets coming in August. So stay tuned for all of that, guys. I also will be going into breakdown mode for my Ryloth mock. I'm going to try and get this all broken down. It's been the background of a lot of my videos. And I've been slowly breaking it down, but I'm going to start really grinding and breaking it down because I need to get that cleared out and get more space for Dantooine. So anyway, stay tuned for more videos. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one.